Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are no strangers to the wrath of internet trolls, but trolling extends beyond social media. Sometimes the haters come in the shape of real-life celebrities, and even presidents, who aren't afraid to throw shade publicly. Sadly for the former royal, there isn't a block button or mute function in real life. Because if there was, Markle would certainly want to use it on these folks. Donald Trump really let us know what he thought of Markle this week, calling her disrespectful to Queen Elizabeth, even declaring he was not a fan of hers. Trump, speaking to politician-turned-media personality Nigel Farage, said, "I think she's very disrespectful to the royal family and most importantly to the Queen." Trump added during the chat that he was not a fan of Markle. "I'm not a fan of hers. I wasn't from day one. I think Harry has been used horribly, and I think someday he will regret it," he said. "I think Harry's been used and been used terribly. I think it's ruined his relationship with his family, and it hurts the Queen. Not only is she estranged from her father, Thomas, he also won't shut up about it." Yes, still. Last month, he publicly called for Meghan to be stripped of her royal title and said she had insulted the royal family, following her recent surprise appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Speaking to British tabloid The Sun, Thomas said, "She insulted the Queen, the royal family and the British people. She made a complete fool of herself and should lose her title. I love my daughter but her performance was ridiculous." The daytime talk show host told her viewers that Meghan will regret cutting off her dad Thomas from seeing his 2 grandchildren. Wendy supported Thomas when she spoke to the press, claiming, "I'm Team Thomas on this particular thing. He's an old man. He's apparently not well. He goes in and out of swollen ankles. He doesn't look spry at 76. He's got 2 grandchildren that he's never met. Meghan does not have to accept him all the way in her family. But maybe a little hideout one day in Malibu, and invite him over with no press involved." In the least surprising news of the day, Meghan's half-sister Samantha is also still talking about her estranged sibling. Piers Morgan has had a lot to say about Markle in recent years, but he took it to another level last month when he called her interview with Ellen DeGeneres vomit-inducing. Writing in his newspaper column, the former Good Morning Britain host ranted, "Meghan has the best of all worlds. She gets to exploit her fancy royal name to make hundreds of millions of dollars, doesn't have to do any work for the institution that bestowed it upon her, is free, in her head, to publicly abuse the royals as a bunch of heartless racists, and can live the life of a fabulously rich celebrity who pops up on TV chat show sofas to promote her brand." The Real Housewives of New York City star criticized Markle in response to a Twitter user who suggested the Duchess was treated unfairly by the palace and press, following that infamous Oprah interview. "Cry me a river," Frankel tweeted. "The plight of being a game show host, fairly unknown actress, to suffering in a palace, with tiaras and 7-figure weddings for 2 whole years to being a household name." Talk show host and actress Simi Garewal was one of the first Indian celebrities to react to Meghan and Harry's interview with Oprah. She called Markle evil on Twitter, which she later deleted, and wrote, "I don't believe a word Meghan says. Not a word. She is lying to make herself a victim. She is using the race card to gain sympathy." Another American talk show host and political commentator on the hate train is Candace Owens, who also chooses Twitter as her preferred platform for trolling. She added, "Dear Harry, Meghan is not the victim. You are. Well, up to a point, Duchess. The reality was much drearier. The articles in the Mail on Sunday told no lies, and were more a comment on Meghan's apparent insistence on blaming her father for her difficulties following her wedding. The only cruelty and intimidation seems to have been that the Moss article was much less complimentary to Meghan than a fawning 2019 piece in America's People magazine which had praised her for her compassion and sympathy for the underprivileged.